Welcome to Deep Thought, a growing battle between natural and artificial. I'm gonna say a growing battle between that. It's because it's interesting out here because you have a lot of artificial. Let's just be real. Like everything from you get people getting plastic surgery, BBL, stuff like that. Yeah, men too. Men getting like implanted chest and everything. Instead of breastises, I need to be saying chestises and everything. Artificial hair, that's always been there. Anything artificial. People aren't living their natural thing as much, but you still have some people, they want to live, they want to wear their hair more natural. Whatever their body is, they good with it and everything. And in fact, the artificial is getting to the point of people talking about having enhancements, mechanical enhancements. Technology. There's already something about someone having a brain chip put in where they could control computers around them and everything. And though last I heard about that, there was some issues with the person, but that's not gonna stop them from trying. In fact, remember what I said, movements under the radar? Well, transhumanism, that's been around for a while. And they're talking about like what they can do to enhance human intelligence, human life, everything, health, everything, using technology, including technology within them. Now, I ain't gonna talk too much about that movement because I've only paid just a little attention, but yet that's something that's not talked about, but that's a serious philosophy right there. That's a serious movement. Nobody's talking about it as much now. And you just have to halfway know it's there to know it exists, but that's yet what I was talking about in the last episode, a movement under the radar. So, and this artificial thing ain't just transhumanism, but that's included in there. People, body modification, stuff like that, anything artificial. But then you have people who will say, no, we just gonna stay natural no matter what. Like in the black community, there's a big movement about wearing natural hair, not putting anything in it, especially among women. That movement hasn't gone any place. They ain't putting straighteners or wearing like someone else's hair or anything. And that's just in the black community. You have some whites, they ain't, there ain't that many blondes out there. So, they ain't just limited just to the black community. And indeed, I dealt with a Korean woman one time and she used to wear blue contacts. She used to wear blue contacts until I was like, girl, yeah, your natural brown eyes are pretty. So at least around me, she'd wear it brown. But that's the thing though, but there's still a battle. I wouldn't say an outright war yet, but it's something, it's one of those things to pay attention to. You have one side, it's like enhance. Like I say, it's not necessarily putting some chip in their body or something like that, but what they're doing is, maybe getting some plastic surgery or something like that. That's a big thing. In fact, I was, one of my inspirations for even doing this was seeing something in Brazil. They were talking about that. Like Brazil's known for plastic surgery, but then you have a whole lot of people like, nah, we're gonna just be natural. So it's a lot. It's something to pay attention to, like how you're affected by that. Now, from my perspective, I prefer natural. From my perspective, I'm not going to do anything to enhance. If I get wrinkles, I just get wrinkles. I ain't going to put any Botox in and, get like a nose job or something like that. Shoot. In fact, like that nose job thing is funny in Iran. Just wearing the tape like you've had a nose job is a status symbol. From what I read, but I was just like, wow. And it'll be a growing battle over the years, especially as technology gets better and people get better at it. But I've always been more natural, Now that's my position. Now somebody else come on here, they might say something else, okay. But that's part of the battle. Now, it's not an all-out war. At least I hope it won't become one. And you never know, because it could be a movement, of people who say, nah, we want, everything natural. Let's force these people to, stay natural themselves, or the other way around. See, that's one thing, and this is kind of a continuation of what I was talking about with the movements. And I should have said this then, but any movement, pay attention to any movement that's looking for power over other people and everything. So you want to pay attention, and you want to pay attention to those things. And once again, it's connected to what I was saying yesterday about movements under the radar. Now that's a big one. Now you do have some body modification, people, subcultures, everything. People, of course, getting plastic surgery. That's major. That's major. You got the transhumanists and everything, and then there might be a whole bunch of other movements along those lines I'm not even sure about. I'm not even sure. There's literally thousands of movements out there. But you have the movement, of course, for people who want to be natural all the way around. Even to the point they don't even want to use like regular cosmetic products or something that aren't natural. If they put on some deodorant or something, it better be natural. Hey, that's how deep it is. That's how deep it is. But it's a growing battle between it, because it's like, which one do you want to do? Do you want to enhance? And there's groups of people who have arguments and even living that lifestyle, or just be natural, whatever it is. And it's been like that a long time, but it's getting more, with technology, it's getting more intense. And right now, I would say it's not a warm war, but more of a philosophical debate. Even though I use the term a growing battle, when you say battle, it's not always a physical war. It could be whatever. It could be whatever. It's just a difference of opinion. It hasn't become an argument, but I'm saying that now. But I don't know. 10 years, you don't know what the sentiment will be. 5 years, you don't know what the sentiment could be. But it's something to pay attention to, though. It is something to pay attention to. Like, I'll use a black community again for an example, and women. Anytime natural hair and wearing your hair in a natural style is still a political issue. Shout out the Crown Act in the United States. That's a problem. Why is it a political issue? People just wearing what they were born with, And it's interesting. You got people who got problems with maybe some black men and women wearing their hair more natural, yet they call themselves religious. They call themselves Christian and stuff. I'm like, well, hold up. If they have what they have, they came from God. Why are you fighting it? Now, just that little sentiment that I acknowledged there, it's sometimes when people have a difference of opinion, that could really be a battle. That could be a battle. You could never know when it could become a physical battle. Now, we hope it doesn't get to that level, but it's there. And it's something to pay attention to. Like, I know some people, they pay close attention to transhumanism. Pay close attention. And like I said, that's just one angle of it all. One angle of it all. Because, you can't tell some women with some BBLs, hey, don't be getting them. Don't be getting them. So anyway, I want y'all to think about that, all right? And I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.